Hello and welcome to final round back nine coverage of the MPO league card here at the 2024 MVP Open presented by OTB Discs. 9 holes left. Ricky Wysocki hanging on to a slim margin over the field, who have stepped up in some ways, but at the same time, it's been kind of slow.
It has been slow. Yeah, it really has been slow for these guys. And this back nine, these guys, nobody pulled away. And so somebody's going to have to go on a birdie streak. I don't know who it's going to be, but
the back nine opens up for it.
Yep.
There are opportunities for people to make big jumps if you take care of business. See some good scores out there currently. Anthony Grealish, 8 down through 17. So mention this on the front nine. The conditions are good for scoring. The wind is minimal. The opportunities, the temperature is fine. It's just the nerves, perhaps.
Yeah.
A lot of money, a lot of points. And this is it. Everyone knows with the updated tour standings what they've got to do as people are finishing this round. So people are checking their phones and saying, okay, I got to get this place. These things are all being shifting right now. It's all moving.
Heiser, I like it. Needs a good skip. Plays it.
Whoa.
Plays it perfectly. Just a perfect amount of weight to come back from those pine trees and get a nice little skip. Still tough putt, but
yeah, very well thrown. I wasn't sure Proctor was going to get all the way to C1 with that low of a line, but he got there, man.
Is this going to clear the trees?
Wow. Well, that wasn't that much different.
Nope. Little love tap. That was smoked.
Wasn't sure if he was going to get over the trees, but there I am, once again, wrong about that.
This is... We'll have to check out the lie. Looked pretty good. Saw Ricky do that yesterday, and he was pretty close, so depends on the reaction on the ground.
That looked pretty decent. I'm guessing he's about 25, 26 feet away. Slightly obstructed.
Yeah, and Ricky's trying the same thing. I think it's not a bad play to get over there. Mm-hmm. It's just really guarded if you get pin high. Those 4 trees right there make it really difficult. This would go a long ways. Again, same
That was good
place.
effort.
Yesterday, same thing. Inch high.
Yes. Ricky.
Yeah, those trees were in the way.
Oh, yeah. Has to almost go. Forced Anheuser uphill, nose up.
This is well in the circle.
Yeah, okay. Couple birdies in a row now for Proctor. That makes it 3. Starting to heat up a bit.
Yeah, and all of a sudden, he's one back.
Just one back?
Yeah. That's what happens out here. If you stop birdieing and you throw a little bogey in there.
Whoops.
That's 3 shots.
Yep. Whoops. Good birdie for Gannon.
Bogey. Yeah, that's 3 shots given up, and somebody's taking it. Somebody in the field's grabbing those from you. Goss, tap it in, deal. One back.
That's just a single shuffle. The double shuffs, those are for birdies.
Mm-hmm.
Solid get there for both Gannon and James. And we have now got a tie. Second place, Gossage and Proctor. 1 back of Wysocki.
Hey everyone, I want to let you know today's video is brought to you by Factor. We all know the struggle of finding something to eat, whether you're trying to decide whether to do takeout or make something at home, and sometimes you just want like a quick, easy, quality meal. And that's where Factor comes in. You can eat stress-free with Factor's delicious, ready-to-eat meals. Every fresh, never frozen meal is chef-crafted, dietitian approved, and ready to eat in just 2 minutes. Choose from a weekly menu of 35 options, including popular options like Calorie Smart, Keto, Protein Plus, or Vegan and Veggie. It really is that simple. I can't think of a better way to get a quality meal that fast. So head to factor75.com and enter code JomezPro50. That's going to get you 50% off your first Factor box and 20% off your next month's order. That's factor75.com and use code JomezPro50 for 50% off your first Factor box and 20% off your next month's order. It's really that simple to get started. Thanks once again to Factor for sponsoring this video. Now let's get back to it.
Hole 11, par 4, 804 feet. Here's the landing zone. These guys typically don't enjoy landing here. They want to push the envelope, give themselves an easy upshot into this little tunnel here up the hill. They're just going to send it, I think. Maybe one or two people might play that fairway, which I think is a smart decision. But this one can bait you into just...
It's fine.
Throwing it as far as you can. And that's
fun
a
to rip
layup
it.
right there.
Yes.
But it's got to get down. And it doesn't.
And it skips pretty hard left as well.
Got to get that turn. Doesn't get it. He throws it so far, though, he's going to have a scramble shot. I don't think that will be an over-the-top shot. It might be.
Yeah, it really depends on where the trees are. As soon as you start getting distance and going left, your angle to approach this pin is just nearly cut completely off.
Gossage just been throwing it to the fairway.
Yeah, that's great.
Well right there. I like it on the left side of the fairway, too, because then it opens up the hyzer. You're not kind of sitting there with that dead straight shot, which can be intimidating.
And Rick is heading way left, and he immediately starts shaking his head like, what the heck? And that's just the birdie hibernation zone. You just go ahead and just say that's just where they go to chill out for winter.
Goose. Inside.
Oh, the forward kick. You love to see that.
Unbelievable reaction off of that tree. Rick's going over the top.
It's the only option for back here. And falling down. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, NC2. That's shopping. Sometimes bears wake up during hibernation.
Yeah, smelling a little honey somewhere.
Proctor playing the flip up through the inside, skipping cleanly. That's the mid C2.
Yeah, that's a deal. I mean, that was a bad shot. Got through everything, skipped into a chance. And this is...
Yeah, Gannon actually has a much better opening than you usually have by going left, but he does throw it so far that you kind of get past those big trees and it's not such a big deal.
This is the moment right here. If he could knock this down.
Oh, the bear is woken.
Yeah, grumpy bear.
Yeah. That is huge.
Wow, what? He just knows those little moments, you know? Like, he doesn't birdie this hole. You have Goose right there.
Oh, yeah. That's a huge putt for Ricky. Holds on to that momentum.
Proctor from a similar distance.
Oh, hearted. Wow, these guys are pulling birdies out from bad landing zones. That is sick.
Let me tell you what. I've been saying it. This dude can putt the lights out. Once he finds it, this guy ain't gonna miss again, dude. I mean, he putts it. He's just as dangerous as this guy, just as dangerous as Ricky.
Yeah, we have some putters on this card. That is for sure. Goss.
Answering it.
That is a heck of a star frame for our group.
Right.
And I imagine that pressure, every putt that was made leading up to Goss's approach shot, put a little bit extra pressure on him because, I mean, these guys are dropping it in from 50 and in. And he's just sitting there waiting to tap out his 15-footer. nothing changes on our lead group, except they separate themselves from the field a bit more. But look out now. Hold on a second. There's Paul Macbeth shooting up the leaderboard. He is 8 under, making a charge. Heading to hole 12. 710-foot par 4. Play it up the hill to the right for the best forehand approach shot, or try to just bomb one over this hill. We saw yesterday Gannon got way over the hill and just kind of had a little approach shot through the woods. It wasn't really any problem for him at all. Curl it up, spin it forward.
He's the hook up.
Okay.
Not in time, I don't think. Too far right.
Yeah, it's just
Seen a couple people over there this week.
don't really have much. The angle's almost nearly cut off completely.
Yeah, we saw somebody try to go over the top. I think it was this guy. And he turns it over, but
That
this is
is-
coming back.
That is Central Park.
Yeah, so these trees right here, what happens when they grow up?
They
Like they
they
take
kind
the
of
hole away?
they kind of stink even more than they kind of stink right now. I definitely hit them twice this week. I think they're fine.
Yeah.
Players will adapt. They always do. And whoa! What a fortunate rollback.
That just leaves him an easy approach down the hill.
Yeah, he's going to be surprised to see where that is when he gets up the hill. Rick's turning this one over. This is going to be short. Oh, it doesn't even get out of the tree line. Okay, so the disc is found.
Nice little ornament.
Rick's now got 10 out of 10 difficulty as far as trying to get the birdie.
Got to be kidding me, dude.
If that gets through, he's got a look on the right side, but it hits the Guardian.
Two money shots.
It's just, he's so far away from the hill to get the nose down, to travel down the hill, it's too much to ask. Oh, Proctor, inside line. Come on. Wow, that was so close.
Rick's got to be careful, too. You see the frustration. Still has the lead. Gonna have to,
Reassert that dominance?
yeah, just find a way to, I don't know, not get disappointed at yourself for a bad one, you know?
Right.
Right now is not the time.
Gosh, man, that is taking advantage of a big time break. Great approach. Is he going to jump putt it again? Is this not just a repeat of...
How is his flip feet? How do they do that?
No way.
Oh, that's not.
Yeah, man.
That's where you almost think like throwing it's a better option because of the flip rate, you know?
Uh-huh.
Where the disc bends. It's a nice skill to have, but you can't forget to use the classic throw.
Exactly. I'm with you on that one. If Gannon doesn't make this putt here, he's going to be beating himself up after not taking advantage of that great drive. Yeah, and boy, back of the ditch. I hope it's not a double compounding mistake. Ooh. That would have been a heck of a birdie from that top right position off the tee.
True metal. I mean, that's not an easy putt to make right there. Takes a lot of courage to go for it from back there because you're going to be left if you miss where Gannon is. And that's not a putt you want.
No, not the par putt anyone wants, that's for sure. Gossage takes the only birdie on the card.
No, he's tied for the lead.
This is a guy who's got a lot to play for. Never won a Disc Golf Pro Tour event. He's been in this situation multiple times and just hasn't been able to seal the deal yet. sprint to the finish line. Five players within one stroke of the lead.
Now we're going to, let's just call it what it is. This is like a 50-50 hole. You pure it, you got a 50-50 chance of hitting that green and not, because there's no control in your disc once it's on Anheuser rolling down a hill. It's going to do what it does, and this is I think this is a bonus birdie at this point for this card, for sure.
I would call it a bonus birdie. I've got 3 birdies since 2009.
Really?
Yes, I got my third birdie today. It's easy to count when it's that few.
Yeah, but you come up to this and you're thinking birdie.
Yeah, of course. I've been thinking birdie for 15 years.
Which is kind of wild, you know, that it gets away like that.
Yeah.
I'm saying in this moment, this is an important one. You get this when you're gaining strokes on the lead card, which is essentially the people close to you.
Ooh. This is the line for Proctor. Oh, and it kicks.
Good second kick.
Yeah. That's still not easy. Very specific line he's going to have to take to get to the pin. Gannon's going over the top.
I like the height this time.
Yeah, and this is direct and far. That means it's going to hit these trees back down the bottom of the hill and then play Plinko.
Yeah.
As that looked like an ace run from the top of the hill, but still in the ditch, that's a fantastic drive.
Could you imagine somebody slamming a hyzer on this one over the trees?
I mean, you nearly did. Just down the middle.
I went down the middle, yeah.
Yeah, but it was about as high as you could throw it.
Here's a nice little midi.
Oh, no.
Goodness. That is brutal.
Okay, well, fortunately, it kicks far enough where it's relatively open. There's a lot of gaps at that pin high.
We said this was a good break where he was because he's got that gap. That's free all the way to the pin.
Whoa.
So it looked a little more dangerous than it was.
Okay, yeah, still a good shot,
Oh,
though.
yeah.
Long jump putt to be able to spin it all the way up there. Gossage getting after it a bit. Maybe a layup, but either way, good touch. And
This is just a layup as well.
yep.
Smart, playing it to the fat part of the green. I like that. This to get Gannon back in the conversation.
Yes. You knew it. He just doesn't go away, does he?
I don't like to.
It just doesn't go away. Right there.
And there's that bonus birdie. See, the rest of the card leaks.
Oh, yeah.
Gannon gets it.
Always a bonus birdie. I mean, you're just never going to see a star frame on this hole. Just, it's not going to happen. It's definitely a stroke separator. This is a great skins hole.
Oh, yeah.
This is a hole someone's winning skins on. Because someone's going to birdie it probably.
Yeah. This is what got the birdie.
Wow. You don't see too many of the hyzer types, honestly. They just don't seem to get all the way down there before they hit the trees and come up about 80 feet short. Very well done there for Gannon. Heading into hole 14, one of the dream holes out here at Maple Hill. Iconic, difficult, yet very straightforward shot. Just throw one over the water, give it enough height to get over the wall. Or if you're Ricky, just throw it into the woods on the left and then pitch up.
Yeah. Was there any wind on this hole today?
No, it was great conditions, honest. I mean,
That's huge.
it's just not, yeah, none that are gonna be a factor.
And in good height. I like that it had a little Anheuser and now it's hooking up.
Yeah,
And
that's
that's
great.
perfect. That's what you're looking for.
That's how you draw it up. You want to just kind of slam something into that wall And every once in a while, you might pull it a little bit wider and park it, but you're trying to basically just send something into the wood chips. Oh, this is going pretty straight.
This looks similar.
Into the wall.
Yep.
That's good advertising right there.
Got it flat. Now needs to slow down.
Yeah, that looks good though. Oh, it's deep.
Yeah, good.
Deal. You like that putt if you're a confident putter. Ricky, this is pretty wide. This is in danger.
Go.
Ricky finds the deepest OB. Surprising. Doesn't go with the yellow disc that he's been throwing all week on the hole and doesn't go left. Makes the correction, overcorrects, goes out of bounds. Door is open. Wow, that is such a tough, nervy shot. And a shot that I'm sure he never practices.
I think there's something to that. You have a game plan and then you switch it up.
I am perplexed. Proctor! Door opens and he goes through it.
What?
Big time moment there for James Proctor.
A little shorter.
Gannon.
Oh, really
Short.
fast.
Yeah, short release, fast release.
Goes for the lead. No. Don't mind that miss from him. That's a tough putt.
Yeah, you certainly can't give away the stroke that Rick's just given you
No.
by putting it OB. But yeah, Rick's not going to give you too many opportunities like that. And taking two at one time, that's huge. James steps up, knocks it down, and now he is at 27 under par. And Macbeth, that's a great drive to get there.
I think he was listening to hear it hit the...
It makes the most
That's how-
distinct pap. It's a very noticeable sound.
Okay, that gets him to 10 under, and he's at 27 under par.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
With how these guys are playing, 28 under,
It's
it's not a bad score
I
to
mean-
get into the clubhouse.
15's quite birdieable. 17's quite birdieable. 18, that's the most double bogeyed hole in the course.
Yeah. Especially if these guys get into a situation like you go for it, then I have to go for it type thing, you know?
I just want to say this. Played on a card today with Eagle McMahon. It's a good time. Eagle McMahon and the rest of the card, we all birdied this hole, which is fun. Eagle says to me, I've been coming to this course since 2016. It is my first birdie on hole 15. Absolutely unbelievable stat.
Wow. Proctor pulls it, gets away with it.
Okay. A late tree. So at least he's up there putting.
Yeah.
I think C2? Yeah, I don't know how far
Yeah.
though.
It can be deceiving. Sometimes you're 80, sometimes you're 45, you know? This is pulled.
Yeah, that wasn't the yank over flex line that we saw Gannon go round one. I think he makes a correction after the mistake yesterday. Or 2 days ago, whenever it was. Oh boy.
Yeah, that wasn't even close.
And that's not going to be an easy save.
And that's not good either.
Goodness. Huh.
Yeah, we're seeing some weird stuff from this card, but I think we're seeing what Maple Hill does to people.
Good
It just-
shape.
Oh, what a shot.
That's a big time step up to the plate. Knock it down. Not an easy throw from there. Yeah. Okay, good shot. Now the problem might be the tree. I don't know if he's got an open window, but it's a good shot for Rick.
Awkward lie here. Going after it.
Yeah, for sure. Wonder if he hits metal without that little branch sticking down. Oh, Proctor, not deep C2 at all. I mean,
Just C2. Barely.
Yeah, barely. Oh, buddy. That puts him at first place.
Yes, it does.
That is stepping up at the right time, folks.
And what is he doing, though?
Making putts.
He's getting the birdies on the back nine. Ricky. You'd never see him
That
miss
tree was,
those.
well, that tree was right in the way. He
Yeah.
had to straddle all the way. That was...
But usually he finds a way, you know?
Mm-hmm. Back-to-back bogeys for Ricky Wysocki. That's gonna take him to 25. He's gonna be 3 back.
Yeah. Just like that.
He had the lead 2 holes ago.
Proctor gets 4 on him.
Whoa. That happened fast. Yeah, to 18 with Macbeth. He needs the birdie just to have any kind of chance.
Gets through, it looks like.
Yeah, common play to try to crash through the... Oh, he gets all the way through the willows. Got this forehand. Has to get to the island. This looks good. This looks great. It's great. It's on the island.
4 and 11 under.
Sweep the last 6 holes. What a stretch. He needs to make this. Macbeth in at 28. Tying course record 11 under. What a day for Paul Macbeth. And the streak potentially can continue with a little bit of help from our lead card. I mean, so with that score, that forces Proctor to get a birdie and par out, forces Gossage to get at least a couple birdies in these last 3. And Rick's got to get the last 3 and need some help from the other guys.
Yeah, there's a lot of different scenarios here, but 16, big momentum hole. I mean, you catch something, you can move right, and that's a tough up and down. There's OB on the left. Proctor throwing the hyzer flip right down the gut.
Oh, and fights right side through the
what a
trees
shot.
inside the
In
circle.
that situation, he just put so much pressure on the other guys.
Whoa. Gannon's in the same position as Rick. It's got to get the last 3. Yeah, well, let's stay safe. So the chances are low,
He can make that.
but the
Yeah.
opportunity is still there.
He's the only person I like from over there.
Yeah, fair.
In the middle.
Okay.
Did it stay safe?
Oh,
It
gosh.
did. That's a good sign. Oh. Oh, man.
Yikes.
Look at the OB right there on the left.
Yeah.
Good shot, really, from there.
Yeah.
That's a great shot from there.
Yeah. What are you going to do from there? I mean, that's about as good as you can draw it up. Yeah, Goose, that's a good shot. Maybe a partial bid.
Yeah,
Big,
for Gannon, this has to go.
Yeah, it has to go. Okay. Oh, boy.
A little extra work there.
Are you kidding me?
Of course he does.
I mean, it's... Yeah, Rick knows. That's it. I mean, he went from 2 holes ago holding his own fate in his hands to, with not birdieing hole 16, he's out of the tournament. He unless, I mean, I guess barring an eagle, he can throw it in on 17 or 18. That's it.
Yeah, the problem with 17 is I always think, oh, guaranteed birdie for these guys. Wide open, kind of. But there's trouble there. Huge putt here.
To take the lead. Proctor is on another level.
Let's think about what happened last year. Matty O destroys the back 9.
Mm-hmm.
Proctor right now, destroying the back 9. And it's funny because I really do think there's an element that's psychological. And that's with Ricky and Gannon. They're going at each other. And then they forget that there's great players on their card that are going to snatch it up if they leak at all. I think there's a real element of that. You're worried about one guy, and you can't worry about one guy.
Yeah.
And I might be completely off there, but I found myself in situations like that to where I was just worried about one person, and all of a sudden I'm like, wait, you're winning?
Uh-huh. Yeah, it's surprising for sure, but my goodness, we've got a situation now where James Proctor, with the lead, he can't be caught unless he does something silly. So for him right now, I don't think that you change your play on 17. I say get the birdie on 17.
Yeah.
Seal the deal here. Do a little cakewalk on 18.
It's got to be the most birdied, is it?
No, I think hole 5 is.
Oh, right. Of the par 4s, though. It's got to be
Of the
one
par 4s, yes, it's the most birdied hole 4. Or
that's
par 4.
high. Gets through it all.
It just, if it's not too far, it's perfect. It's perfect, guys.
Can't place it any better. Now, the one thing you cannot do if you're James from there, you can't put it in a position of 30 feet where you have to go for it.
Uh-huh.
You know, like that's your only thing you can't
Right.
do. Like miss really bad, lay up for par. Or
Park it.
park it.
Yeah.
You don't want to have that sort of putt. Because, that's what kind of took Ez out of it.
Uh-huh. Yeah, he was in that bad spot where he put himself in and ended up taking the double bogey.
Yep.
Had to make a good putt for the double bogey, actually.
It was a great putt.
All right, so Gossage, knowing that Proctor's in great position, I mean, you got a birdie 17, 18.
Saws it off.
And you're just hoping for a little bit of help as well.
Not a great spot.
Yeah, but that's a bomb forehand. I mean, goodness gracious, he ripped it.
Love this shape. God, how beautiful is that flight, Jerm?
It's the best. And it gives him a chance to get real saucy with that approach, maybe try to make it, which is what he has to do. I mean, and then even then, it's like we said, it's going to need some help from Proctor, but he's in the perfect position off the tee. I can't believe he's the first person to throw.
You really need the birdie here because we already have Macbeth at 28. He's in the clubhouse. 28 under par.
I don't think that's going to be a problem.
I love it.
James Proctor, folks.
That's such a huge stroke with the element of 18.
Already winning in Europe earlier this year. First Pro Tour victory. It's knocking on the door all 2023 season. Hasn't been on the feature cards as much this year, or the league cards.
Goose. Great shot. So that's a good 28. You have to try to stay
Keep them honest.
close.
Keep them honest.
Gotta stay close. Because remember, birdie bogey, that's a 2-stroke swing right there.
Boom. Yep.
Not a great shot, but par's not going to hurt you.
And Ricky's reserved. That's kind of a layup.
I don't think that was a layup.
You think he was trying to make it?
I feel like it. I mean, maybe. Nah, man, no, you're right.
I think it was
yeah.
a layup. I don't think this is going to be a layup. Oh, jeez Louise. Come on, Gannon.
These guys are wild, man.
Oh, just the worst he's ever played. 26 under par, just a couple back of winning the tournament.
Look at this putt. Perfect pace. Just swung in at the perfect time. In the sweet spot, too. Up high, right?
Just study it, folks. That's what this guy did. He watched all the coverage for years, and he became the greatest player on the face of Earth.
Huge putt right here. Do apply a little bit of pressure, too.
And just a bit, yeah.
Yes.
Really well done.
Proctor's, hey, listen, you're trying to win the tournament. 20-footers aren't gimmies. Good putt there from Rick. Good birdie. Oh, Proctor's way closer than
Hey, he's
I
a
thought.
tap-in.
Yeah.
This guy is as cool as it gets right now. He's not showing any signs of slowing down.
2-stroke lead.
Wow. Dream situation.
Yeah, par and you win.
Babcock. Oh, yeah. That's going to get him to 27 under. Fantastic event for Gavin. Wonder what that's going to do for his Pro Tour standings for the season. As long as you make that putt.
Yeah, just clunk it off the tray.
Whoa, boy.
The tray. He's even saying it.
So par and you win on 18. How do you play this one for par? Well, I don't think it's that difficult, Paul. I think you just throw to this bridge.
Yep.
And then from the bridge,
100%.
you get up to that tree area to the right side somewhere. And I mean, they have brought the OB safe area in quite a bit, so you can't push that back wall like you have in the past. From back there, you could have been able to just jump up, but now you actually have to throw it into this green. So at one point, you're going to have a nervy shot going in.
Sure.
But this is the hole. You'd love to have 2 shots going into the final hole with.
Yeah, he's in a perfect situation. This doesn't even have to be great. It just has to be out there. And that is something.
Well, he was playing aggressive, and look where he's at.
Yeah.
He's at the bridge. Awkward footing.
I don't love that tee shot. That could have turned over OB. Like, just like you said, mid-range to the bridge. Get up there.
Hey, it is where it is now.
Yep.
He's in the middle of the fairway.
Yes, he is, Gannon. Good shot here.
That's fantastic. That'll be about 250 to the pin from there.
Okay, so Goose needs to blast this.
Yeah, well, he knows, Proctor's out.
Yeah.
A position for the birdie.
Exactly. So he needs to blast this. He gets into a good spot.
Oh.
Proctor has to lay up now into a spot, and you can put a little pressure on by throwing a sidearm up there.
His forehand is such a weapon, dude.
Blasted.
That was huge. Rick keeps it low, which is good to avoid the weeping willow, and it does. I like the angle for Ricky's shot the best, but man, Goss's just distance is just nearly unrivaled with that forehand. It's so powerful.
Got to avoid that pine tree too. Don't want to land behind that pine tree up there. There's one.
Yeah, there's
pine
one tree.
And this is awkward footing. See, okay, so he's deciding to go with the backhand. Gets it turned over.
Okay.
Avoids it.
He's off the tree. A little too close for comfort.
Yeah.
And a lot of room that he could have still pushed it farther down. But it's safe. And he's got that shot to get on the island to seal the deal. Barring an Aaron Gossage throw-in.
Ricky still trying to play for a podium.
Yeah.
That's so good. He played this one so good this week.
Just a lackluster back nine for Ricky Wysocki. Unfortunately, he's going to come up a bit short, but he is always in the hunt at the end at this tournament and pretty much every tournament.
High.
Oh,
Wow, inside.
that
Perfect.
couldn't be any closer to the inside wall. And still get in. My goodness, good shot for Gannon. All right, this shot is huge.
So what do? Do you try to make it, or are you just trying to make the island?
I've been in this situation where I was one back of Ricky, and I just said, put the pressure on him, get it close. And it worked out that time, but I don't know if Gossage feels like he can still win this with a close approach. So we'll see. I think he was going after the pin. Oh, almost rolls back. Oh, no, never mind. The OB is way back there. It used to be if you crawled over those rocks, you're safe, but it looks like he was going for it.
Yeah. So, I mean, Proctor could essentially jump putt it up here
Yep.
and then throw it on the green
Yep.
and win.
Yep. Okay, so touchy little forehand. Paul.
Oh,
Paul.
no. I've seen that so many times.
How many times have we seen this play out? James has gone OB, and that brings double bogey into play. Who's 2 strokes behind James Proctor right now at 28 under par?
Paul Macbeth is lurking in the grass.
It crossed the island, and that means that Proctor will go to the drop zone, but he has to hit that putt to avoid going into a playoff now.
Goose needs to throw this in. Oh, good bid. Good tournament for Goss.
Yeah, and yeah, Gossage makes that putt, stays at 28. He could be in the playoff.
I cannot believe he's walking to the drop zone right now.
He made this putt yesterday. For the bogey, for the win.
Oh, he called it.
Hands up! Proctor wins it! Oh my God! What a putt!
How do you make that
2
back
days
to
in
back
a row!
for the win?
Are you kidding me? That's one of the clutchest putts I've ever seen. That's how you win right there. Oh my God.
That was insane. Watch this.
Oh.
Putts it. Now
Hand
watch.
up.
Oh, he's
Hand up. Oh my God, I got chills, dude. I've got chills.
What a putt.
I just try not to say what a boneheaded approach. You don't need to get in bounds. But if you can do that, whatever, dude. Oh my God.
Hole 18 provides the drama. It is a tough one to land on.
I mean, that's a moment. That's a moment. I mean,
oh, one of the best putts we'll ever see. Ever.
Look how many people are here today. Just unforgettable and a great battle. Once again, Aaron Gossage shows why he is next up, man. He's put himself in so many situations down the stretch, and he's going to learn from this.
Your 2024 MVP Open by OTB champion, James Proctor!
I had no idea what the scores were. I asked Allie what happens if I make the putt. She said you win. I said, all right, let's do it. And the rest is history. I know how this course plays, and I know if you can get hot on the back, you can make strokes up on anyone. So, you know, I got off to a slower start than I had rounds 2 and 3, but I never thought I was out of it. I just kind of told myself one hole at a time and try to get birdies. I don't really hear the noise. Honestly, I'm just thinking about making the putt, what I want the putt to look like. I told myself at times that Swedish Open victory, that was a lot of putting down the stretch as well. So I just told myself, you can make them, you know, give them a chance and just try to stay confident. Just thank you. You know, it's a long season. Every event we go to, big or small, everyone's so excited to be here, excited to shake your hand, get a disc sign. It helps during those long and tough weeks. It helps you like kind of understand why you're doing it. And then during the fun weeks, it's awesome to just be hyped with everyone else. I feel amazing. I get to fly home tomorrow and celebrate with my wife and my family. And I mean, this is number one. It hasn't set in yet. I'll have a better answer for you tomorrow, but right now it feels pretty good.
Last question for you. Are you ready to jump in that pond, my friend?
Is it deep enough? I heard it's only like this deep. I don't know if I want to find out if it's deep enough.
Well, folks, what do you think? Is he going to jump in the pond?
Where's Missy?
Well, that was freaking sick. Oh my goodness.
I mean, there's no better way to
Wow.
cement your name as one of the best in the game by doing nothing else but what he did. Like you said, kind of a bad mistake, but he put a Band-Aid right on it with one of the clutchest putts that we've seen all season.
Man, I gotta say, that last shot is a nervy one. It's just unraveled so many people in the past coming down trying to take down the MVP Open. So, you know, it looks silly, but it's not easy. You're trying to get the disc to go right, and you have to throw it kind of soft. You don't want to hit the early wall. Doesn't matter. The guy stepped up in the clutch, and he probably made 500 feet of putts this round. He absolutely took this thing down in one of the most impressive ways possible. He got it done on the greens, and he got down the fairway, man. He willed his way to this one.
And he proved that you give him a look and he's going to make it. And that's what I'm saying. This
He
guy
made you look good this week.
He's different on the putting green. I'm
Yes,
telling
he
you,
is.
he's been different for a long time. He's one of the hidden talents of California. Just awesome to see him on tour and displaying how good he is.
Well, there are the awards going out to the Disc Golf Pro Tour regular season finishers. Congratulations to Gannon Buhr for taking it down. Ricky Wysocki, Niklas Antila, incredible seasons. We've just got 2 big events left, the USCGC and then the Pro Tour Championships in Charlotte, North Carolina. And yes, indeed, folks, he did do the pond jump. Thank you guys so much. It's been an incredible season. We'll see you guys in a couple weeks in Rock Hill.